I've got another Pantheon.
Jesus Christ, God, you can't just...
No.
I don't want
No.
Yinsu just Pantheoning all this shit. So, Tier Master Lexi, can you go down to Fnatic versus Unicorns of Love in Madrid, 2015? What?
Wait, no. Wait. What?
Huh. Okay.
Hey guys, Tyler, Feel on Fire, Erzberger here with top tier of the OG crew in Yinsu and Nick. But today we also have Parks on, our League of Legends expert for this show. Nick, why is Parks on today's show?
Parks is on today's show, so I can dunk on him for his terrible opinions on all of these finals. We are going to be ranking all of the EU LCS / LEC and all of the LCS finals in the history of both leagues, from how hyped they were, who was playing, what the stakes were, what the narratives were.
There's too much TSM on this list,
yeah,
man.
there's
too much.
It's all TSM, it's all C9.
Y'all want to see how fast I can read the rules? One at a time to make a selection and give their reasoning, and then an executive or good round, they each get to move one placement anywhere else on the board. Time. Nice.
I need to make a statement with my number one pick. I need to put it on the board. The Spring 2020 Finals LCS, FlyQuest versus Cloud9. And can you just throw that shit in the Shadow Realm? Online finals. Online finals. Online finals. It's like long distance dating over Zoom. It's crap, it never works out, and it's trash. Put that shit in the Shadow Realm.
Who are you dating, Tyler?
Tyler, I'm in a long distance relationship actually.
I
Who
mean,
are you dating?
I mean.
So first up, I gotta explain why I have the shoddiest setup and background for you guys. I'm in a hotel in Berlin, the home of the LEC. So I'm gonna start up big. Lexi, please can you go to the G2 versus Fnatic 2019 summer one. The 2019 summer playoff. No, that's don't touch that one. Let's not touch that one. The one next to it. No, not that
To the
one.
left.
So
There we
shit.
go.
A lot of
Yes.
G2 versus Fnatic finals.
Summer of 2019, the last final we had before the pandemic. This was one of the best finals I've ever attended of any sport, full stop. I truly believe that this was a Pantheon final between the best of G2 and the best of Fnatic. As you guys can see, these two played against each other a lot on this list. And I'd say that this was the most memorable one, the one arguably with some of the highest stakes. So
What happened to Perks?
we asked you guys to look after him for just 1 year, and look what you've done. Look what you've done.
I have no qualms. This is nowhere
Okay,
near
good.
the worst Pantheoning. Like, you've Pantheoned way worse things.
Hey,
yeah, true.
Justice for Cologne. Justice for Cologne.
Alright, it's not
everyone.
Cologne shit, probably Pantheon. It's not my fault. Let's move on. Nick! No, Nick Parks!
Whoa, trying to skip me on my first day, man. All right, well, I know that there's a lot of TSMs on there, so we're gonna have to find this. But this is TSM versus Blue Squiggly logo. It's actually
God.
against CLG. The 2016 spring, CLG actually beat TSM. TSM plays Immortals in the playoffs and like 3-0s them in half a second, and then they go to the finals. Doublelift had just gotten off of CLG, and then CLG actually beat TSM in a best of 5. It was crazy. I'm putting that at Pantheon. That's one of my favorite memories of back when I was a fan before doing journalism.
I've got another Pantheon.
Jesus Christ, God, you can't just...
How many Pantheons are there in NA?
I
So
trust.
the
I
fifth
trust.
one in the top row, TSM and Team Liquid. Everyone waited forever to see Team Liquid, Doublelift, and Bjergsen on TSM finally play each other, because right when Doublelift left TSM just stopped winning anything for like a year and a half straight. The build up and the storyline of them both trying to compete to be the most decorated NA player, like all the production hype around it, to 5 games. That was the Sven QSS, like Skarner, like when we got caught out. That was like one of the most hype things I watched during my time watching League of Legends.
Yeah, I don't think I ever felt hype watching NA. So yeah,
Wow.
good for you.
Sure.
That's hurtful. For my pick, I am going to go. I'm going to take a a European final because
No.
I don't want
No.
Yinsu just pantheoning all
No.
that shit. So, Tier Master Lexi, can you go down to Fnatic versus Unicorns of Love in Madrid, 2015, 3-2, and can you put that in great? I recently watched this final. I thought it was really good. The Unicorns of Love story was quite wonderful. You know, the pesky underdogs that could.
Honestly, I'm just gonna pick one and Shadow Realm it, and if you guys get upset with me,
A roulette wheel of just like, I'm an agent of
I'm doing
chaos.
it. So, Lexi, why don't you go to the second row and go to the LCS Summer 2014 between TSM and Cloud9, the 3-2. No, the one next to it. The one next to it. Yeah, just Shadow Realm.
Pax Prime?
It. Yeah, just Shadow Realm it.
What?
Wait, no. Wait. One of the best. It's one of the best ones. All right, ignoring that because it's obviously going to get fixed later. I'm going to EU LCS. We only have one EU LCS person here, really, and they apparently are going to be shadow realming NA stuff. That's the best of all time. So, Lexi, if you could help me find the Fnatic versus Lemon Dogs. It's
okay,
right there.
where are you going with this?
I don't know. It seemed kind of boring. Just Fnatic winning. Early EU LCS was really bad and lame. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in indifferent.
Oh,
no, as someone who's actually watched this final, that's a very much an indifferent final.
Yeah.
I agree.
Lexi, if you can grab TSM versus Immortals, a final that only happened once, which is a very rare occurrence in this listing. Boston crowd was amazing. The teams coming out to that Boston song. What the f is the Boston song called? The do 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 do.
Oh yeah, the do do do. Oh yeah.
That was one.
What are you guys on about?
I don't know.
I'll put it in good. I think it was a good final.
Anyway, speaking of EU and their roots in really boring gameplay.
Oh god.
Whatever, I'm going to go to 2014 spring. Can we? I should probably. Yes, it's that one. Correct. Fnatic versus SK. It's a 3-1. It was fine.
Rekkles, hello.
Yeah,
Rekkles doesn't make something good.
Rekkles is a player at the time.
Yes, but
he's like,
okay, be careful with what you do with this
he
one.
exists. No, yeah, I think it's a fine series. It's not particularly great. If we're gonna Shadow Realm, one of the best series of all time, this one is for sure indifferent.
Okay.
Tell me one thing about the series.
Rekkles.
He looked really good.
Nope.
I gotta be very careful about this because there are 10 of them that all look the same. TSM Cloud9, spring 2017.
Bird, the pigeon final, Vancouver.
Oh
yes. Yeah, that one. If you could just straight up go ahead and do this.
No,
I'm
don't hate it.
Let's fancy on it.
Yeah, it's a fancy on it.
There's so much from the series that you remember, right? You had the Jensen moment that I still talk about to this day. You had the pigeon, which has become an official mascot of the LCS. You have Marquez doing silver scripts, which is still used to this day. Vancouver crowd was still awesome. It was a great final.
So I'm actually going to do another TSM Cloud9. That's 3 out of the last 4. Summer 2016. I'm gonna throw it in great. I think it's probably not quite Pantheon material, but it's very close. This has the famous Doublelift play over the Talia wall. It's one of my favorite plays in League history.
I don't think it's Pantheon, but I think the crowd and just kind of the game quality, I would say great. Yeah, that's fine.
Huh. Okay. I feel like you being there, I feel like Tyler being there saves this because I would put this as good because I remember very vividly that the only actually good part about those games was literally that Doublelift play. We are going to go with the, I think it's the first or the second one in the first row, the TL3-0 over Cloud9. That is going to the Shadow Realm.
That final sucked. The crowd sucked.
I hated that. Imagine you're at a bar with like a community of people that like love League of Legends. It's hype. Like you're watching the finals are on every TV screen in this bar. I fell asleep and I woke up to seeing Tyler 1 on the analyst desk, and I literally thought I was like in a fever dream. Like I'm like, what is going on here? Like the games are playing, Tyler 1's up there. He like is wearing a suit, but the sleeves are ripped off. Like what is going on?
Fnatic versus Origin. It's right in the middle of the top. Yeah, the 3-2. I'm going to put this in great, but I could be swayed. I think
it's Pantheon.
This is great.
Okay,
I thought it was Pantheon.
I had it in between. I'll put it in Pantheon. I thought this final was amazing. This was the 18-0
season.
Fnatic split. The first 2 games they lost were in this final. It went to 5 games. That's crazy.
Okay, you persuaded me. So Lexi, for the G2 versus Origin 2019 spring, was Rotterdam, and it was a fantastic city and an amazing venue. It was good because G2 was such a bunch of trolls in what they... Oh no, that's the wrong one, Lexi. The other one, the 2019 Rotterdam one.
They had two Rotterdam finals.
So as a 3-0, I don't know if we can ever justify putting a 3-0 in great, so I'm gonna put it in good. God, I don't want to do the bad thing. Do I do the bad thing? I'm looking at misfits, but I don't know how many people I'm going to upset with this decision. My thinking is this good or is this indifferent?
It's indifferent. Speak with your heart. It's indifferent.
I don't know, because it's the fact that like it's everything that happened before this final and everything that happened after this final that was good. We have a group vote because it's good or indifferent.
Indifferent.
No.
Different.
No.
I think that's I am indifferent.
No.
It was the expected outcome.
Oh no, misfits! Yeah. I'm sorry.
Maybe this is a bad choice, but I'm gonna make it anyway. Lexi, if you could grab the big A right there where your cursor is. I don't give a shit about Alliance. I know that some people have opinions on them because they did like a cool thing once in their life. I'm gonna put it in good.
Team Liquid versus 100 Thieves. This was really interesting because I feel like when 100 Thieves came into the LCS, everybody hated them. Parks and Tyler, you both were in Miami.
The venue was cramped and small, and it was very hot. Like match-wise, like Echo Fox and Clutch had a terrible match, and then this was like a really terrible match. Like
I'm gonna go ahead and put it in indifferent.
Yeah, that make it move.
Yeah. Can we go back and grab that logo that I'm pretty sure only 98% of our viewership does not even know existed before this episode. The Good Game University versus TSM final. GGU, Good Game University, baby. They were laughed at because they had like subs. They had like, because this was back in the olden days when like League of Legends was like the old west, where like subs came in, people couldn't go because they had high school or like they had work. I can't put it in great because I literally don't think 99.8% of the League of Legends, 99.99% probably don't remember this final even happening. So I'll put it in good. It was a 5-game final. It was in studio. There was no big fan base yet. I
can't believe we finally got here, but the last Fnatic versus G2 final, which happens to be the first Fnatic versus G2 final, if I believe I'm correct. This is Claps at his finest, and probably what planted the seed in Carlos's mind to try and poach him. The spring finals aren't usually, the stakes just aren't necessarily there enough for it to be great, especially if it's a 3-0. I think I'm gonna put it in good. I just don't think that this is great when it's a 3-0 because it wasn't both of these teams at their best in terms of their rosters.
I'm either gonna go on the far left or the far right.
They look so different.
I'm gonna go ahead and do TSM versus Cloud9. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in great. It's a 3-1 when I think of League of Legends, not whatever the hell we're playing today in 2021. This is like a fun meta. We've got Meteos Zach diving in. We've got a bunch of frontliners with like CC. It was, TSM striking back against Cloud9 from beating them up.
We are finally at the last North American final. And Lexi, if you could please take that Cloud9 versus Team Liquid game. And it was remote, but it's going in great because it was only partly remote, and there were flamethrowers and there was
there was flamethrowers. Okay, I'll take Schalke versus Fnatic. Madrid, great crowd. Schalke, RIP.
Why are you saying it like that?
What,
No,
Schalke?
you've never said it like that in your entire life,
What,
Tyler.
what are you
Schalke?
saying
Schalke.
it like that?
Schalke.
How is
Schalke.
Schalke?
I can't put it in great, but I think it's good. I think it's a good final. I think it's a final
Mhm.
that I've rewatched. I like both these teams. I think overall it was a decent final.
Okay, I'll take G2 versus Origin. Now, this was the first EU LCS/LEC final up to this point that didn't have Fnatic, I believe. Perks was absolutely outrageous this season. Like, I think most people would remember this entire year as Perks' year. I really, really enjoyed this final personally, and maybe I do have some biases towards it, but I personally think this was great.
I have respect for the C9 legend perks.
Oh my god.
C9 perks.
C9 legend perks.
Stop.
Time for the executive order round. There's one egregious error here, but I feel like Parks and Nick both
I feel
want
like Tyler has got that one under control.
No, I'm not taking that one. I know you two.
Oh, yeah.
I know you want the glory of taking that one. So
No, I don't.
I was an imposter the entire time. Lexi, take LCS Spring 2015, TSM versus Cloud9, put that in the Shadow Realm. That was
What?
boring as hell, Parks. This
Oh
was like,
my God.
how many freaking TSM C9 finals did we need in a row? We did not need 72. This was a great rivalry, but it peaked at the PAX Prime final, which needs to be saved, by the way.
My boy, my darling, my absolute beacon of hope in a world that is dark, Mr. Ralph Lauren model Rekkles. I can't let you be an indifferent,
Oh,
bro.
no.
I
Oh,
remember
God.
your little blonde hair.
You're really doing that one? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm rescuing that
Okay.
one. Fnatic versus SK, please. Lexi, take it out indifferent. I'm not gonna go too overboard with this, guys. We'll put it in good. We'll put it in good.
So Lexi, if you could just grab the one that never belonged in the Shadow Realm, the 3-2 TSM over C9. If you can put it next to all the other 3-2s at the very top of the list in the Pantheon, it's way too iconic. We had the Mark Z singing. We had Lust Boy, by the way. We didn't talk about that earlier. Then there was like this weird split base thing with like half the team on either side. Anyway, it was a great series. Definitely deserves Pantheon.
Oh my gosh, there's no saving it. There's no saving it. Lexi, let's take I'm gonna go back on one of my own. Okay, so I think that we should move
You're
the
begging you not to do
oh
it.
god. Okay, hold on. As you can see, I'm now back here. I've consulted with my dog, Poppy, and she's here along. And together we've come to the conclusion that TSM versus Immortals,
Ooh.
actually,
That
that goes to the Shadow Realm.
Whoa! No!
No. Immortals didn't show up. I actually
They showed up.
Okay, wait. Are we remembering the same games?
Think of the intro with them coming out to the drop.
I did not like this game. I was not there live. Maybe if I was there live, it would have changed. But for a viewer,
Oh no!
I didn't like it.
Is this how Colin feels at the end of every episode? Like, what the fuck? This was another episode of Top Tier, the most combative, fun, exciting debate esports show on the internet. As always, it's me, Tyler. We got Parks and Yinsu and Backstabber Nick. I mean, if you have any suggestions, put them below and give it a like and subscribe. And see you guys next week for Top Tier. Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
Yes.